Here are your Court News Ohio top stories in 5 minutes. 2 former NFL players won tax-related Ohio Supreme Court decisions on April 30th in 2 separate cases. A former Indianapolis Colts player who stayed home to treat an injury in 2008 when his team played the Browns shouldn't have paid Cleveland's income tax, the court unanimously decided, because none of the work he was paid for was done in Cleveland that year. The decision reversed the Board of Tax Appeals judgment. The court also ruled that a former Chicago Bears player should get a partial refund for taxes he paid to Cleveland in 2004, 2005, and 2006. The justices said the way Cleveland calculates income taxes due from non-resident NFL players is unconstitutional because it violates their due process rights.
Bottle after bottle of pills were collected at a drug take-back event at the Road State Office Tower in Columbus. More than 100 pounds of unused or expired over-the-counter and prescription medication were taken out of medicine cabinets and disposed of properly. Andrea Boxell, Deputy Director of the Governor's Cabinet Opiate Action Team, explained the importance of holding the drug collection.
Over 80% of people who become addicted to heroin start with a pill. And while heroin is something that has to be developed and cut and illegally brought up, pills aren't. Pills are prescribed by doctors, and for many of those individuals, they start by going in the medicine cabinets of their friends or family members.
Drug overdose deaths continue to be a major health concern in Ohio. New figures from the Ohio Department of Health show 2,110 deaths in 2013 were from unintentional drug overdoses, and opiates, prescription, or heroin accounted for nearly 3/4 of drug overdoses.
We've known for some time that overdoses for 2013 would be higher than overdoses for 2012. But when you see the numbers on paper, it is very shocking and distressing.
Orman Hall managed treatment programs for more than 25 years and now manages the Ohio Supreme Court Specialized Dockets Program, working with drug courts like this one in Licking County that assist defendants with treatment instead of prison. Last June, judges from 83 Ohio counties and their community partners attended the Ohio Judicial Symposium on Opiate Addiction to discuss promising judicial practices and options for treatment, including medication-assisted treatment. This year, family court officials and their community partners will be invited for a symposium.
The emphasis of this year's Opiate Summit is really working on policy development for parents who are struggling with opiate addiction, who have a very real possibility of losing their children because of their inability to deal with their addiction problems.
Hall said the symposium will be held in Columbus on June 23rd.
Whether they become prosecutors or defense attorneys in the courtroom or work for a corporation or a nonprofit, the new lawyers who were admitted to the practice of law in Ohio on May 4th were told that they are the pillars of their communities.
Dignity, civility, and respect. That's what I expect from a lawyer.
The lawyers who passed the February 2015 Ohio bar examination and satisfied all of the Supreme Court's other requirements for admission walked the stage to receive their certificates of admission during a special court session at the Ohio Theater in Columbus. Supreme Court Justice Sharon Kennedy administered the oath of office, and Justice William O'Neill, during his speech, told the new lawyers to respect the Constitution and protect the public.
The Constitution remains the bedrock of our society. You just raised your hand to be defenders of the Constitution and the laws of Ohio. It is an awesome, joyous day for you, and I am honored to be here to share it with you. Remember, the law is yours to protect from this day forward.
Capital University Law School interim dean Rachel Janudis also spoke at the ceremony and told the new lawyers to enjoy this day.
For many of you, this is something you have thought about, planned for, and maybe even dreamed about for some time. But today, you also celebrate the tremendous things you've achieved to get to this day. Just think about successfully passing the bar exam and completing law school. No too small feats.
Of 411 applicants who sat for the exam, 262, or 64%, received passing scores, and 199 walked the stage to receive their certificates during the ceremony. That's a look at Court News Ohio's top stories. Visit courtnewsohio.gov for the latest headlines on Ohio's courts. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.